Hare Krishna Prabhu, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So since Shyam Sundar Prabhu is not there, so I was discussing with Ishwar Krishna Prabhu if he can utilize this time. And I made this presentation. I presented in one of the forums. So I thought, in order to utilize the time, I can just go over a couple of slides. I know we have a few minutes only, and maybe later we can go over the remaining slide later. So this is a presentation, but before we start, let's invoke the blessing of the Lord so that we can understand what he said here. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karan Karanam. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So this presentation is on the glories of the holy name of Krishna. So as Srila Prabhupada said that this transcendental name of Krishna is so sweet that either if you chant with 1000 mouths or 1000 tongues, still you'll never feel tired, right? But we get tired, right? But because we have not picked up the taste, and I have not, and so please do not think that I'm anywhere elevated. The only thing I know that I'm not elevated, but I know the goalpost. So the goalpost is what Srila Prabhupada says that it becomes so sweet that you never get tired chanting the name, right? But before we discuss, we should know why we should chant Krishna's name, right? Just like in corporate training, right? They first explain why. Any business we do, they first explain why you are doing this business. Then they explain what you do with the business, and then they do how you do business. So why, what, and how, these three things we should do any endeavor we do. First, why, right? So let's go over. So this why explain what is the position of Krishna, right? So we know Dhanvan, right, who has dhan, right? Gyanvan, who has gyan, and Balwan, who has bal. Similarly, there is a word called Bhagavan, and definition of Bhagavan, Prashar Muni says that the one who has bhag, one who possesses bhag, he has bhag, who is Bhagavan. Now, definition of bhag, Parashar Muni gives that. He says that Aishwarasya samagrasya vireyasya yasa shrihi jnana vairagya yosheva shannam bhagatingana. He says that any person who has these six opulence in unlimited measure, he is called Bhagavan. And what are those six opulences? Number one is strength. Number two, fame. Number three, wealth. Number four, knowledge. Number five, beauty. And number six, renunciation. Now, strength, we know Krishna's strength. There are so many stories, right? Lifting the Govardhan is just a glimpse of that, right? 7 days, 7 nights, right? How can a person can lift that? So Krishna shows that strength. When he was a small baby, he killed Putana, whose length was 18 miles. So if you take our I-10 and measure the 18-mile length, that kind of a demon, how can a baby can kill, right? But Krishna comes in a baby form or youth form, his strength is same, right? And he built up the Dwarka in the middle of the ocean, right? So he has immeasurable strength. Then fame. Even if he steals butter, even if he leaves the battlefield, still will glorify him, right? And of course, there are so many glorification, right? Single-handedly, he actually helped Pandavas to win the war. So he has unlimited fame. Then wealth. He has 16,108 wives. We cannot maintain even one wife. And he able to maintain 16,108. For one wife, if we have to buy a house, we have to apply for a loan, mortgage. And every month we have to pay. But he does not need to apply like that. He has given one palace to each wife, 16,108. Right? And not only that, not like he's spending time with one wife, other wife is waiting. No. At the same time, he expanded himself. So no wife was complaining that, hey, you are not spending time. And we have one wife, but still our wife says that you are busy in your stuff, right? So he has unlimited wealth, then knowledge. The Bhagavad Gita he spoke millions years before to sun god. Still we recite, right? 5,000 years before he has respoken. And even now, Bhagavad Gita is so potent. Even in India, if some before a case starts, people ask that take oath on Bhagavad Gita in a courtroom. So much authenticity. Then beauty. That he's so beautiful that even an atheist you ask to paint a picture of Krishna, he will paint 16-year-old boy. There is no picture existed Krishna being old. And somebody told at the time of Mahabharata he was 90 years old and he has grandchildren, but still he looked like 16-year-old. Navi Yomanam cha, right? That he's not like he's oldest person, so he is having stick and he walk. No, Navi Yomanam cha, still look like 16-year-old boy. And renunciation. Although he has so much opulence, is still not attached. And best example is Lord Shri Ram. And Lord Shri Ram got decorated till the morning 3 a.m. And after that, he come to know that he has to go to forest. He even not hesitate for a moment. He says, sure, not attached. So renunciation. So that is the qualities of Krishna whose name we chant. So we should know whose name we are chanting. Then he has given a happiness for formula where he says in Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 66 verse, Nasti buddhiya yuktasya na cha yuktasya bhavana na cha bhavayata shantir ashantasya kuto sukham. Now this shloka we should study in a reverse direction. Arjuna asked that why I'm not happy? Kuto sukham. And Krishna says that because you are ashanta. In order to be happy, there is a prerequisite. If somebody want to be happy, there is a prerequisite which is called you should be peaceful first. If somebody is not peaceful, that person cannot be happy. Then Arjuna asks, then why am ashant? Why am not peaceful? He says that, Krishna says that because you have a bad flow of thought. Because you have a bad flow of thought, you're not peaceful. And because you're not peaceful, how can you be happy? Right? Then Arjuna asks, why my flow of thought is bad? Why I have bad flow of thought? He says that because you don't have a steady mind. Because you don't have a steady mind, you in absence of steady mind, you'll have bad flow of thought. And because you have bad flow of thought, you're not peaceful. And if you're not peaceful, how can you be happy? Then Arjuna asks, why my mind is not steady. And Krishna says, Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. Ayuktasya. Yukta means in union with the Lord. But ayuktasya, no. That's why yoga means to connect. But if we are not connected with Krishna, then our intelligence will not work. And Krishna says that Nasti buddhi. That because you're not listening to me, you're not connecting with me, you'll not have transcendental intelligence. And if you don't have a transcendental intelligence, you'll not have a steady mind. If you don't have a steady mind, you'll not have a good flow of thought. If you don't have a good flow of thought, you'll not be peaceful. And when you're not peaceful, how can you be happy? And Arjuna awak with that. So remain connected with Krishna. Only then we can be peaceful. Only then we can have a good flow of thought. Only then our mind can be steady. And then only then we have a stable intelligence, transcendental intelligence. We can take a good decisions in life. And then only we'll be happy. So this is second point. The third point is in Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, so many people do homam havans, right? Put some bricks, have some fire, and then they will be happy that, oh, we did some havan. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that Krite yadhyayato vishnum tretayam yajato makha dvapare paricharyayam kalau tad hari kirtanat. He says that out of 4 yugas, Krite yadhyayato Vishnu, right? Krita is Satyuga. Satyuga's another name is Krita Yuga. So Kritayat Dhyayato Vishnu. In the Satyuga, the average lifespan was 100,000 years. And the main mode of worship was meditation on Lord Vishnu. That's why we heard the story of Dhruv Maharaj, right? He went for meditation. So in 100,000 years, people have the time and they can do even 50, 60,000 years meditation. And average person was in a mode of goodness. That was the main mode of worship. But then Treta Yuga start after that. Tretayam Yajito Mukhai. Then mode of worship changed. In Treta Yuga, the mode of worship was not meditation. It was fire sacrifice. And the fire sacrifice, we know that Lord Ram came in Treta Yuga and he protected. So many rishis were doing Havan and fire sacrifice. And Lord Ram protected that. Because the main mode of worship was fire sacrifice. And average lifespan was 10,000 years in Treta Yuga. And mode of goodness got reduced. Mode of passion got introduced. Then in Dwapar Yuga, Dwapare Paricharya, Dwapar Yuga, the average lifespan again reduced to 1,000 years. And mode of worship was not meditation, not fire sacrifice, but elaborate temple worship. From 3 a.m. to night 10 p.m., Pujari worship the deities in the temple. And the worship was so potent that Pujari can talk to deities actually. That's why if you go to South India, so many big Vishnu temples are there. From where they came? They came from Dwapar Yuga. Because the main mode of worship was temple worship. But then when Kali Yuga started, say Kalau Tad Hari Kirtana, that in Kali Yuga, neither meditation will work, nor fire sacrifices will work, nor elaborate temple worship will work. What will work is chanting the name of the Lord. That is the only thing. See, earlier in fire sacrifice, the priest can invoke the fire through mantras. Can any priest invoke the fire through mantras? Why we need to use matchbox? Earlier, they invoke the fire through mantras. But in this Kali Yuga, neither of this process is recommended. What is recommended is chanting the name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That is the only mode of worship which is recommended in Kali Yuga. And that will work. And another place it says that Kale dosh nidhe rajan asti he ko mahan gunaha kirtanadeva krishnasya mukta sangha param brajet. It says that my dear king, although Kali Yuga is full of faults, but there is a still one good quality, that simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and can be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. There are so many faults in Kali Yuga, right? Lifespan is reducing. Other day in the Sunday school, I was asking children, have you seen any person 100 years? Only two children raise their hand and they say, yeah, they have their grandmom and grandfather, they are 102, 104. But what about average? How many people are living 100 years? 70, 80, maximum 90, out, right? So strength is reducing, memory is reducing. Now people say, no, Prabhuji, we are advancing. I mean, in 80s, people, you say we are advancing. How? No, we got calculator. No, but calculator is not sign of advancement actually. Calculator is a sign of degradation. Because earlier, children remember all the math tables by heart till 20 or more than that. But now, so much dependency on gadgets. Then came computers, right? Every house has a mouse. But so much dependencies, right? Memory getting dull. Earlier, we used to remember so many phone numbers, right? Names, addresses. Now we don't remember, right? So that dependency is actually degrading us. So there's so many faults. Slight agitation, right? In a train, you're sitting, and if you just look at some person constantly for a few seconds, 30 seconds, just because looking at that person, you can fight that person. Hey, why you are looking at me like this? Right? Or what to speak in office, home, right? If you are not connected with Krishna, if the homely environment is not Krishna conscious, even you can fight with your own family member, son, daughter, or even your own wife. That's why the more opportunity come, more we should chant, or at least engage ourselves in Krishna conscious activity as much as. Otherwise, this Kali Yuga is full of fault here, and all the sins are predominant in this Kali Yuga. So the chanting the name of the Lord will only work, right? Then in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says that Kali Kale Nam Rupe Krishna Avatar Nam Haite Haya Sarva Jagat Nisthar. In this age of Kali, the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, is the incarnation of Lord Krishna. Simply by chanting the Lord holy name, one can associate with the Lord directly. And anyone who does this can be delivered. So simply by chanting the name of the Lord, because in this age of Kali, Krishna comes as his holy name. It's very difficult to believe, very, very difficult to believe that the holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we chant, that is actually we are associating with Krishna. Very difficult to believe, but that is the fact. And that is the catch. That is the only catch. And it's free. So in a railway station, you have a hand cart and somebody is selling the t-shirt and he says free, please take. And so many people say free? Yeah, it's free, please take. Then people say, no, 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 something is wrong. It's free. Otherwise, why he will give free? Then another person say, no, maybe his dad will be mill honor. You say, yeah, that's true, but he should have taken tailoring charges. He's not even taking that. So why it is free? Then when KC College boy comes, he say, yes, I will take. Then other people say, no, 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 don't take. He's giving free. There is some problem in that, some danger. Otherwise, why he will give free? So the other boy also goes away. So this Harinam is like that. Because it is free, it does not appeal. If somebody say you have to give $100,000, come in the morning, right, and hold your nose and then do something, then it will appeal. Or you come to the top of the mountain and then we'll give you some mantra, right? Then it may appeal. But because it is free and there is no condition, anywhere, anytime you can chant. That's why it does not appeal to us. But the fact is, it is actually same as Krishna. Even there is a one thing which is greater than Krishna. There is a one thing which is greater than Krishna is actually Krishna's name is greater than Krishna. That's why they say, na, the Ram se bada Ram ka naam, right? Why they are saying like that? Ram se bada Ram ka naam. Because Krishna has put all the potency in that. So anyway, in the interest of time, we have to stop. Maybe this presentation is a couple of more slides to support that thing. And then also there are some tips which Shamsundar Prabhu has shared. I documented in this presentation, whatever we learned from him. So we'll stop here and then maybe we can continue later. Thank you so much. Please forgive me if I said something wrong, or please correct me.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for a wonderful presentation.
Thank you,
Prabhuji, we enjoyed your presentation. It's very simple. Would it be possible to email me? I'm sure you record it, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. We record.
Could you email me, please?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
I will send you a text message.
Yes, Prabhuji. I will.
I'm writing it
share the YouTube link. Yes, you can share. So maybe we'll take one or two questions if somebody has any question. Whatever we covered, yeah, presentation is not complete yet, but in the interest of time, if anybody has any question, whatever we shared.